wearing goggles, not a helmet?
Yeah. This is a sand rail. We're not in razors. Rules go out the window when you have a rail.
Okay, well, my wife asked, I had a helmet on.
Okay.
I wore a helmet last time I went to sand rail. I was like, this guy's fucking nuts. I'm wearing a helmet.
I mean,
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. Amateurs, here we go. You know? I don't know. We'll see how this thing works. I have zero clue on how to even drive the thing. We're about to find out how bad I am.
this is the shifter,
Let's hope so.
and this
And that's a brake, supposedly.
is a brake, and what the hell's this?
My reverse.
This is reverse?
Yeah.
Okay. And this works?
Supposedly.
That would appear so.
Here goes an amateur in a rail, so we'll see how this day goes. High chance I break the car. I don't know, because I don't know what I'm doing. But we'll see. So we'll go to Competition Hill. That's Chad's favorite spot. And then we'll run over to Olds, just because Olds is on the way to everywhere else. And then if you guys want to go to Swing Set, we can go there. But if no one cares, I don't care, because Swing Set jump sucks this year. And then, so if we don't, either way, after Olds, I was thinking we just go to China Wall and come back. So we'll just do that loop. Recording.
Okay.
So just record cool.
We all know my ability to...
Remember, smooth moves. Let's not record the bars.
I've really tried when we were in St. Anthony to be better. Go solid. You mean in the first 5 minutes?
It down in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, why is it still out?
It just stalled out. I'm like, I don't know, bad driver. I don't know. Well, I mean, I wasn't even. It wasn't like goo. Like I stalled it. It just. I think it just.
I think you were just hitting the gas so much that it just kept.
Yeah, I think she didn't like it for a second. So, you know, everyone's like, dude, calm down. I know it's your first 5 minutes in a Funco. Let's bring her down. So I brought her down for a little while, and then slowly I brought it back up. get too comfortable. Multiple times, Bo was like, I was like, dude, this is the blast of my life, right? And Bo was like, no, not really. Dude, that is just so much fun. I'm struggling to time to get to Wheelie because I don't know.
You'll get it though.
I'm getting it. I'll get it.
We got some air.
I mean, we got some air a few times, but like, I mean, the whole time it's just smiles.
I'm trying to
blast.
stay behind you. My air's not working in my car, so it's just blowing right through my shield into my eyes. Oh. But I'm trying to stay right on you.
Bo's like, dude, we're going way too fast.
I didn't
like,
say
bro,
that.
The Pro R's are behind us. We're good. Like,
yeah.
The cars are all, it's not like we're losing the cars. Like, we're not going that hard. He's like,
yeah.
It sure feels like we're going hard. I was like, yeah, it's just because we can take those tight turns without any sort of tip.
Well, once you take off, it's, you know, it does take a few seconds to catch back up.
I kind of just like.
So I'm trying to go like a little lower, a little higher.
Good.
So I can get you in the shots. No, I'm the cameraman.
It's a blast. Have you seen the wheels come off at all yet?
Yeah.
I know I've gotten them off, but I don't know if any of them have been good at all.
We're all pretty much wheeling.
Yeah, good wheelie spots right there.
Nothing where you've gone like
insane.
No, I
haven't been trying to do that.
But when you get
it's been pretty whooped right wherever we've been. The whole spot's been really whooped, and so I'm not really wanting to smoke that trans, you know, like being heavy on the throttle and bouncing. You know?
Now you're gonna wish you had that.
Dude,
it's gonna be hard to ever bring the Pro R out.
Yeah, he's here.
I knew that was gonna happen to you. I have one.
Oh my gosh, that's.
Yeah, the rails or something else on.
I don't want one. I'll tell you that much. Oh yeah. That was.
I don't want the bills that go along with it, but I want one.
Oh my gosh.
You really don't need more than what you have. I had just had an S. Dude, they're bitching. Once you get to that level.
But like, there's nothing like that feeling of doing a wheelie and a rail.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like that's, I don't know.
But here's the thing. I mean, if you have the bankroll for it, you know, what's the worst? We blow a belt, you know.
Yeah.
$800 in service.
Or, you know, $3,500 engine rebuild compared to $20,000 transmission. Like,
I just want to clarify. I never said that you were going too fast. I said you were scaring the shit out of me because I didn't expect.
Well, that's what I meant by that.
Just the throwing back in the seat of the.
Well, it's just so nice because like he's like, dude, this thing is squirrely because the back end will kick out easy, you know. But the thing's just so freaking level that the center of gravity on that thing's just out of control, right? And so we can just be like, and gone.
I never felt.
And Bo said, as time moves on in about the next 20 minutes,
I'm done.
No longer I'm gonna ride with you because I will not feel comfortable when you're feeling comfortable in your own car. Because I already don't feel comfortable, so I'm not gonna feel comfortable when you're actually comfortable because I know you're not comfortable yet. It's like I don't know what to say other than you're right.
It's it's the two-part thing, right? Like I'm not in control, so I already am.
That's a killer.
I'm already on edge.
I'm with you on that.
And then number two is just the instant, like when you hit the gas and I'm like, ah! It's just
I will have to say I'm surprised because I never feel comfortable riding with anybody ever. The only person I've kind of felt comfortable in a car with was Mike and his Funco. But it took some time. The first initial hits like of wheeling and throwing it into corners, I was like, oh, this is not fun, it's too scary. But then once I understood, oh wow, this car doesn't really roll, like it takes, you have to try to roll it. So I was like, okay, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now. And so I didn't know, I thought by now you would start feeling comfortable, but apparently I was wrong.
No.
I was like, no.
You in the driver as well.
Huh?
He probably doesn't have faith in your ability yet.
No, that's not what I said.
He does not have any faith in my ability.
That's not what I said. I think
say it.
Yeah.
It's the blood curdling laugh that it's like staring down Jay Lynn with that paintball gun all over again. Like, oh my gosh, just relax.
I'm not gonna lie. There's been a lot of just. This is awesome. That's what it's been the whole time. Bo's probably like, this is annoying.
It's not annoying. It's more just concerning at that point. So
he's like, oh, these things are gonna get out of hand quick.
That's more of what it is.
I saw your nose hit the sand and it like went in your face.
Yeah, we threw like a bunch. That was a. Did you see the wheelie?
First one, yeah.
That was probably the best wheelie I've done.
Well, you heard me say on the radio. I was like, that was it right there. Like you know, we were up.
Yeah, we were way up. Smack sand.
Those last few, you feathered it, and
I had the back. I could feel my back end dragging. So
yeah.
I got good enough
That's
to
kind
get
of the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's turn the. Let's just stop recording. He's like, I'm trying my best. I'm like, I get it, bro. Like, I get it. Won't be great footage. I get what's happening here. Like, I understand you cannot keep your hand still, but he's just like, yeah. Oh yeah.
Trying to brace
this is
as
all gonna be pointless.
That's why
It was fun. Like, right now I'm just trying to figure out, okay, if I hit the brake here, it's gonna kick my back end this direction or this direction.
Here, I think there was paint here before.
There was some paint there, I think, at one point.
But I'm not sure if Dallin did all of that. Here, get right there. Or if it was kind of like that before.
I think I did that today. I don't remember there being that.
I think it was at least painted before you got it.
Yeah, there was paint there before at one point.
One layer of paint at least.
Recently sandblasted. Maybe for the.
I was just trying to lose some weight. A little more aerodynamic.
That's the way to do it.
view.
Can't go wrong with Glamis. I love Glamis. It's a good time.
You got stuck one time.
Yeah.
The winch is the winner. I tell you what, Chad is selling me on the winch.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta have a friend with a winch, that's
Just
for sure.
be
Yeah,
riding
high-centered.
with one person with a winch is the way
Yeah.
to go.
If you don't have a friend with a winch, find one or buy a winch. One of the two.
Went up a little soft on one of the Razorbacks and got myself high-centered, which is always embarrassing, but
Happens.
we got through it.
Yeah. I was
Major
pretty.
issues, that's good.
I was pretty surprised. I didn't stall it today. I was expecting at least one time, first day out here, throw down like an amateur move and stall it. Like I was like, it's a given. I will today, matter of when, and
No stalls?
I didn't. No stall. Other than I did get a little excited the first 5 minutes, and
Excited. That's the term we're gonna use.
I mean, I don't know what
We
you
thought
want
he
to call
blew
it.
his motor.
If we had, yeah, if we had it on comms, I believe we wouldn't be able to repeat those. So.
I don't think I was swearing, but I mean, I was having a good time.
when you thought you had broken.
Oh, when I thought I had broke it, okay, yeah, there was a few cuss words there. But before I had broke it, well, before I'd almost broke it.
No, it was a lot of laughing and a lot of fear from both sides of, oh my gosh, we're gonna die because Dallin is about to lose it on this thing.
Like, I was having a good time, a little too good of a time. So yeah, and then a couple guys told me, let's just dial it back and maybe the Funco will run good. So we dialed her back and then we had a good time.
This thing has a huge radiator too. Like, I don't think you're short on radiator.
I got some radiator.
Yeah.
The thing is a blast. I mean, I don't know. You think it's a stupid car? Do you think it's great?
I think it's perfect for Glamis. Out here, it's a hoot, man.
It's really smooth. I was impressed by the smoothness. Not so much in the chatter, but just like cruising through the bowls and the way it feels when it's doing a wheelie. It's just like really smooth.
That's what I'm always surprised, like on the Razorbacks and even on quad trails, this thing was kicking butt.
The stability of it and the fact that, I mean, it's 96 inches wide, a ton wider than a side-by-side. So you're expecting to not fit in these tight areas, but it's just so agile. It's shocking how big it is, but how agile it is. You can just kind of zip around, and then you can have bikes zip around your face.
And that brings me to another point. It's really good, the sound. It's quiet, and then you get on it, and it's like, oh yeah, oh I can hear that. But it's not just obnoxiously loud all the time, which is really nice.
Like some people's Pro Rs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know one guy with a fairly obnoxious Pro R.
It's definitely not as obnoxious as a
Do you think that's obnoxious at all? I don't think it's that loud. I don't think it's loud at all. I mean, when you're on it, yeah, but like
It sounds cool.
But it sounds.
There were a few times where he was just laughing uncontrollably that I did get a little concerned. The first part of it, dude, I can't say it enough of how scared I actually was. Like, I did not want to be in that car. Like, as Dallin was figuring things out, and I think as you're getting into a new car, like, it's just that moment of like, you're just bracing, you're just like, oh my gosh, like, doing this in my car, it's gonna hurt if we do this. And so just like getting used to it. But at the very beginning, I mean, when we got out, I was trying not to be a baby about it, but like, I was pretty much done. I was like,
Oh yeah,
I don't
he
think
had said it
I'm ready.
multiple times before we parked. Once we do park, I'm getting out of the car, because then you'll understand the car, and I'm definitely not riding it at that point.
And I think by that, I think as we got later in the day, I was fine.
But then he understood when I understood the car. It's like, it's a little less scary now. Like, I actually know what this brake does and what this happens, and when you do this, what happens.
There was a moment going down the first hill, and Dallin's trying to figure out the brake system, and he's like, I don't know what this, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, we're gonna roll. And he's like, I'm just pulling the brake. Like, we're fine, man. I'm like, dude, no, we're like going all cut. It was a little terrifying every time.
Probably the funnest part was going down like the big hills, like Olds or China Wall, where it's just a steep hill, and then I just grab the brake and then slide it sideways, and Bo would just be like, we're going sideways! Stop, we're going sideways! So then I just grab it the other way and bring it that way. No, too much! No, stop! The whole time.
It looks like it just slithers through like a snake through the sand. It doesn't even look like you're jolting or you're gonna tip. It just this very serpentine motion.
I'm glad you all
controllable.
That's what it looks like.
I'm glad you all feel like that from the ground, because let me tell you, in the car, you're like, we're gonna go over. There's no doubt in my mind we're going over. Now, when we were doing wheelies, like, down on the test, like, I was giving him that a boy, like, we were going really well. Like, that part was cool. The first couple times I was like, we're off the ground. Like, are both wheels off the ground? Because you're just it's a really weird feeling the first time. You're just holding it
And
there.
a couple of them where we dragged the back end a little bit, I'd say he got a little nervous on a couple of the
first one, yeah. So I believe it would be called, like, for the uninitiated, on your first like wheelie, there is a lot of pucker and a lot of like, it's an interesting experience for the uninitiated.
And it's a good wheelie, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good wheelie. It's the uninitiated may soil themselves.
Well, when you're coming down, like, you naturally just think, oh man, like, we were up in the air, we're staring in the sky, and we're coming down. You think you're just gonna like smack and it's gonna hurt, and you're just like, oh, that was it? Okay. It was very unclimatic, you know? You're just like, oh, all right, we just wheelied.
But this car is exceptionally smooth. I've been in sand cars that are a lot more.
yeah. I mean, the Funco makes it a little bit smoother with the airbags and the king shocks and all that good stuff. But yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't stop smiling all day. It's just cloud 10 the whole time. Like,
do you want to?
Except for when you think you broke your car.
Yeah.
Then it's like negative 50, and you're just like, I just spent a lot of money. Yeah, I didn't think sand rails could be so cool, but this thing is sick. So.
Yeah, your choice, Pro R or Funco. What do you take?
I mean, if it's in the dunes, it's the Funco.
Every day.
I mean, I do want to jump.
I was gonna say you'll give up the jumping for the wheels.
It's a different experience.
It's just a totally different thing. Yeah, it's nothing against the side-by-side, because I love my Pro R and I love jumping it. It's just two different things. I mean, really, if I'm gonna be out here for days, I want both, to be honest. like I would still want both out here. Like if I'm gonna be out here multiple days, I want both cars. Thanks for subscribing and thanks for watching.